All right, so your seasons project, okay, you're getting assigned this on Monday. So you have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in class to work on this. So you want to make sure that you are actively working on it. So it says you have been hired by an educational publishing company to produce posters and books for middle school science classrooms. Your first poster or book is to be one that shows the causes of seasons on Earth. Since many students have the wrong idea about the causes of seasons, they think that it's caused by the Earth being closer to the sun during the summer, it is very important that your poster be very accurate. Your poster will answer the question, what causes the seasons? Now, you can do a poster or a book, okay, and I'll show you examples of those in just a minute. So it says the task. The task, using a sheet or sheets of white paper and colored pencils or markers, you will either make a 1-page poster or a 5-page minimum mini book. So it says see the video on It's Learning for Visuals. This is that video. All right, the process. You will be working individually to create this project. Notice I highlighted and underlined the word individually. Okay, this is not a group effort. You will have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in class to complete this. If you don't finish in class during these 3 days, then it will be homework. So the due date is February 27th, 2017. You have a lot of things happening on Monday, okay? Your test is on Monday. This is due on Monday. Your web quest is due Monday. So make sure that you are keeping up to date and not procrastinating. So the guidelines, you must include the following information in your project. You have to tell me about the axis and how it's tilted, how the Earth revolves around the sun, and the angle of sunlight. So what do those things have to do with the seasons? So those 3 things must be included in your project. So where to get your facts? If you do not know where to find your information, you can check out your notes that we took last week. So the notes that we took on Wednesday, and your foldables that we did on Thursday. And then also here on It's Learning, I have made a folder that says Day, Night, and Seasons, and it's like project help. If you looked on the project portion of the Day, Night, and Seasons folder, there's lots of links to videos that can help you with this. So how will you be graded? So it says refer to the evaluation rubric on the back of this sheet. This is the exact rubric I will be using to grade your projects. If you want the best grade possible, you want to make sure that your project meets all of the guidelines in the exemplary column. So right here, this is the rubric. This is literally what I'm going to be using to grade you with. So if you want a good grade, make sure that everything in this column is met, okay, by your project. So the axis tilt, I need information about the axis. Is it detailed and accurate? Revolution, information about revolution. Is it detailed and accurate? The angle of sunlight and the indirect energy. So I know over here that I said angle of sunlight. So this should also have the indirect energy along with it. They kind of go hand in hand. So these 2 things, they are separate columns on the rubric. So you want to make sure that you discuss this information separately. All right, so what do these things look like? So you're just going to be doing this on white copy paper. So this is kind of like, this is very obviously a rough sketch. Yours will be much, much better than this when you turn it in. So this is kind of like the poster I'm looking for. So you can say what causes seasons. You could divide it up into 4 if you want to. You could do a big picture. You could do a cartoon sketch. It's completely up to you, but you need to make sure you include these 4 things: axis tilt, revolution, angle of sunlight, indirect energy. Those things must be on here and they must be accurate. Also, notice on the rubric that I take points off for spelling errors and grammar errors. So make sure that your spelling and grammar is correct. Have someone proofread it for you before you decide to turn it in. All right, now if you're doing a little book, like this is what you could do for a little mini book. Okay, so what causes seasons? And then you could open it up and you could have like a separate page for each thing. And like I said, it could be like a cartoon. You can make it like a children's book if you wanted to. You could talk about the misconceptions that people have, how some people think that the Earth is closer to the sun during summer and farther away during winter. You could talk about those misconceptions and tell people that that's not true, that it's actually just tilted towards the sun instead. So those are some options, but you're either making a mini book or a 1-page poster. Now, it needs to be neat. You need to have colors. Your information needs to be accurate. It has to be much better than these examples, okay? I literally made these examples in 2 minutes. So they have to be much, much better than this because you have 3 days in class to make sure your research is accurate, your grammar is accurate, your item is colored. So it needs to be a really, really, really good piece of work that you turn in on Monday.